Hi, I'm Emily, and welcome back to this week's News Bytes. This week's newsletter is called The Good Shepherd, and it is on John chapter 10, verses 1 through 21. I'll go ahead and get started. From Eliyahu, Shalom, friends. The wolves are everywhere, and the flock are prey. Where, oh where, are the righteous shepherds? Take a look at this chart I prepared for you. It is based on recent figures from the Federal Reserve. A full half of the population of the USA share only a tiny bit of the country's wealth, around 7%. Meanwhile, the top 1% of the population share more than a quarter of the country's wealth. Not only that, but this wealth disparity has been growing rapidly, causing a shrinking middle class and huge amounts of the country's wealth being sucked up by the few at the top. The system has been rigged to rob the poor and give to the rich. Since the rich largely own the politicians, there is no counterbalance in sight. A similar picture has emerged globally. So the wolves are running amok, and the shepherds help themselves. Some might look at this and say, there has always been a wealthy elite. And that's essentially true. However, it is also true that the wealth disparity between the haves and the have-nots has never been greater, and continues to grow at a rapid pace. This, of course, is exactly how the elite have arranged things to work. But how good is this for the people? Many today are alarmed at the surveillance state, the loss of rights, the loss of privacy, the attack on biblical values, and the overall diminishing and minimizing of the common man.
Because even if you're not doing anything wrong, you're being watched and recorded.
The real reason for all this is not terrorism, as is often parroted about. The reason is that the elite know they are ripping everybody off, and they are afraid of the masses of people who may be waking up to their scam. That's why they feel the need to be watching everybody all the time, taking away their power and taking away their rights. It is akin to the farmer cutting the horns off of his cattle for his own safety. Yes, we are just farm animals to them. They have no love for mankind, despite the high-sounding utopian dreams they spout to keep our attention off their crimes. Their greed is quickly driving the world toward a dictatorial global government designed to give them total control of the farm, to push their production numbers totally off the charts. Global slavery is their goal. Sound like a futuristic dystopian sci-fi movie? Maybe so, but they're quickly developing the technology and the systems they need to bring their monster government into being, and we're not far off from that terrible reality. The worst part is, the thieves and robbers will succeed in lulling the masses of people into believing the monster that is being created is really a pussycat that will fulfill all of mankind's greatest dreams. Their real dream is to be wolves who can feed off the flock, completely unafraid of any opposition or hindrance. Where, oh where, are the righteous shepherds? Look up. The good shepherd is looking on, and he is not happy with what he's seeing. What the thieves and robbers don't see and surely don't understand is that they are walking right into the trap that they have created. While they have no worries from the sheep, they should be having big worries about the shepherd. He has promised to gather his sheep into his fold and to give those wolves what they deserve. Yahweh of armies says, "Behold, evil will go out from nation to nation, and a great storm will be raised up from the uttermost parts of the earth. The slain of Yahweh will be at that day from one end of the earth even to the other end of the earth. They won't be lamented, they won't be gathered or buried. They will be dung on the surface of the ground. Wail, you shepherds, and cry. Wallow in dust, you leader of the flock, for the days of your slaughter and of your shattering have fully come, and you will fall like fine pottery. The shepherds will have no way to flee. The leader of the flock will have no escape. A voice of the cry of the shepherds and the wailing of the leader of the flock, for Yahweh destroys their pasture. The peaceful folds are brought to silence because of the fierce anger of Yahweh. He has left his covert as the lion, for the earth has become a horror because of the fierceness of the oppressor and because of his fierce anger." Jeremiah 25:32-38. The day of reckoning with the evil shepherd is rapidly approaching, when their wickedness has manifested itself to the full. And John 10, 1 through 21 explains the important principle involved with the false shepherds and the good shepherd. So, with that, I would just encourage you to go ahead and watch the meeting that went along with this newsletter. I'm sorry I did not have any comments, but if you liked my reading of the newsletter, go ahead and give this a like. Make sure you're subscribed. Thank you for watching, and here is the Good Shepherd.